everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here, both to be here tonight at this wonderful event, but also to be here in Bangladesh. This is my first time visiting your country and the university I work for, UTS, doing some really interesting work here with Premier University. So it really is a great opportunity to be here. I'm Dean of the Business School at UTS, and I know there's some connections with UTS among some of the prize winners, which is also great to hear. But as well as being Dean, I'm also a Professor of Management and Organization, and I've spent a great deal of time, for more than 25 years, studying leadership, management and organizations with a particular focus on leadership ethics. Despite having spent such a long time doing this, I still haven't really figured out what leadership is. I think I know some of the things it's not. I mean, often we picture leaders, and we picture leaders as being kind of great people who are somehow achieving things that other people can't achieve, and who lead the way for others to follow. But sometimes that view of leadership can also become very individualistic and sometimes even selfish, especially if when leaders start to take a view of themselves as somehow being better than other people. And I put to you that leadership is much more about humility than it is about selfishness. And leadership is also a matter of dealing with some dilemmas, especially if you look to lead from an ethical perspective. Business is often put in the context of competition, rivalry, winning, beating other people, growing market share, and a very kind of self-oriented kind of view. On the other hand, if we think of questions of ethics in terms of our everyday life and dealing with other people, we think more in terms of leadership as shared vision, about consensus building, about caring for other people, about compassion, about generosity, and about hospitality. And if anything, these are some of the inherent dilemmas in leadership, of dealing with the variety of conflict of values and purpose that you might have, and in the end coming down to have to decide what it is to do. And I always say the moment of leadership is not when you're up here receiving a prize. Receiving a prize up here is fantastic, and I really congratulations to all the winners and the accomplishments you've had. But the real time of leadership is when you don't know what to do. When you wake up in the 3 in the morning debating one decision or another and not knowing, and yet at the same time having to decide. And it's about grappling with those difficulties and about doing so in a manner that's composed, but also recognizing that one's role is not about one's own greatness, but is really about humility and service to others. And I was very respectfully enamored today when many of the people speaking earlier talk about leadership, not here in terms of what it might mean for oneself or even what it might mean for one's organization, but talking about the broader role of leadership and business in developing the nation of Bangladesh. And that broader focus, that broader purpose, that broader intention for one's own endeavors in life to benefit others somehow defines the contours of what good leadership might be. So thank you very much, and I wish you a very good evening.